Assalamu alaikum, this is Sidratul Montaha and let's get right with another new video. In this channel we talk about real life problems we face, mistakes that we make and the lessons that we learn from those, and some book reviews. So today's video will be about how you are killing your productivity. So let's start. So the first point, which is like how it's killing your productivity, the point is exactly not delegating your work. Now what delegating work actually means is that the work that is less important to you or is less important in your to-do list, that work you will shift to another person who is just sitting free or idle and is ready to delegate for you. So you have to just give that person your work, specific work, to do this on behalf, to do that work on behalf of you. So that is actually delegating. So delegating, there are some advantages of delegation or delegating work, which can be like you can expand your group or community with whom you are working with. Then you can also build up your leadership skills, etc. There are various advantages of delegating works. But if you are not delegating your work, then what your mindset is like, I alone will do all those work and we'll all earn that credit. But it actually don't work, because your work will not be in a finishing line, or it will not be finished up, or you can't have the time to touch up that work again after finishing. So that is what, if you are not delegating your work, this can happen. And this can actually make you unsuccessful or make you unproductive, because all those things, or like if you are trying to make any video or edit any video, then if you don't know anything basic about video editing, then it can be tough for you. So what you are doing is you alone are starting or start doing everything, that is adding music, adding texts, then adding voice recordings, etc., because you already don't know anything basic about video editing. So if you start doing everything by yourself, your video will be massacre. So that's why you can do it by someone else, so that your video can be a little bit more fruitful. So this is what delegating is. And at that time, while other person or who is delegating your work on behalf of you, while other person is doing that work, you can do something else at that time. So it will also help to consume less time for yourself. So that's why delegating is really important. Then one thing that is important in delegating, which is in business, delegation is really very important, because there are various parts which are coming to your business, like your customers are interacting with you, then you have to keep a track of your customers, then you have to deliver the products, then you have to order more products, you have to keep like data sheet of how many sales you have made. So all this you can do alone. You must need to have 1 or 3 persons in your group who are ready to help you, who are ready to deliver your products, some who is ready to order more products, you are interacting with your customers. So this is really important in business too, but not really important in study matter. Okay, you can't you can delegate someone or give this job to someone who is ready to study on behalf of you. You have to do it alone. So don't try this delegate part in studying. So the second point, that is worrying to be super productive. Then it is good to be productive, it is bad to not to be productive, but it is super bad to be super productive. And what super productive means is that while you are doing, or while you are giving yourself your time to any kind of specific job, then you are not taking any break from that specific work. So what you are doing is that, okay, I have to finish this, after that I have to catch that work, I have to catch that work after that. This is what is being like super productive. And trust me, super productive can't lead you to the path of success or happiness, which actually is mainly the result of your actions. So your action wouldn't be super productive, because if you are super productive, at some point while doing your work, you will get like frustrated, then you will do not have any mood to work anymore. So you have to break your work in chunks, and in those chunks you have to be productive. And after taking a break, completing that specific chunk, and after taking a break, you have to just include your all energy on that playtime. Then again you have to go back to your work and be productive. So this is like breaking your work. So breaking your work will actually help you to refrain yourself from being super productive. So the third point is simple decisions taking long time. So this point is really horrible because it can make you like unproductive, because if you are spending a lot more time in taking a simple decision, or if you aren't taking any time in making any while making a decision, both the path is horrible. What you have to do is you have to minimize or condense your options. So this will actually lead you to the path where through which you can actually like decide faster. So I will make a different video on this topic inshallah, which will be like how you can decide faster, because I have tried this option and now I can decide quite faster, mashallah, because I have when I have to take a decision, I will just see what, if that decision will be suitable for me or not, in which path will I have to go to complete or to make that decision. Then I will just minimize all those options that I have in my brain. The list of those options will be just like get out of my list because I have to condense my ideas. So I will just erase all those options which will be at the lowest part of my tasks or the task list, which will lead me to the decision making. So that is what is meant by you have to condense your ideas. So that will lead you to a faster decision making process. So if you take a longer time while taking a decision, it will make you frustrated and also unproductive. So that means you are killing your productivity. So the fourth point is not learning from mistakes. Yes, this point can actually seriously can lead you to unproductivity. It can kill your productivity, because the mistake that you have done 2 years back, if you are continuing till today, then I'm sorry, you are not growing. You were not growing till this time. So I already have a video on this topic, which is how to learn from mistakes, that how I have learned from my mistakes, and you can also apply those points, or you can also learn from your mistakes through watching that video. So you can check out if you want. And this video will actually tell you how I have learned from my mistake, and you can also apply those points, because we all are same and we all have same kind of problems in life, which you are facing today, I have faced 2 years back, or which you have faced 2 years back, might I'll be facing in future. So that is what how we can learn from our mistakes. So this video will be really helpful inshallah. So not learning from mistakes, it can be unproductive, because what I have told earlier, that is if you are repeating your mistakes 2 years back from what you have done from 2 years back from today, if you are still doing it today, then it is leading you to unproductivity. So you have to learn from your mistakes and keep it in mind that yes, I have made that mistake 1 year back, then that mistake led me to that consequence. So if I continue this mistake today, then I can also face that similar kind of consequence in future. So that's why I shouldn't make that mistake. Instead, I have to choose another path. So like this, you have to think, or you can make a chart or take paper and pencil and write down what mistakes or what consequences you have faced beside those mistakes. So this will make you productive. So the fifth point, which I also have faced, that is constantly changing productivity apps. So the productivity apps that I'm currently using is like Todoist, then ticktick or something like that. I have to check. Let me check. Yes, it's ticktick. So these are actually some type of apps where you can you have to, it works like reminder, which we have in our phones, like reminder. So reminder where you have to write down your work, then after it will remind you on specific date or time. You have to set that on your own, then it will remind you, then you have to do that job at that time and just give a tap on it, it will just go on remove. So that means you have done your work. So there are some other productivity apps which are you can use calendar on your phone, that is also productive, simple calendar techniques, then notes, then you can have Notion, which is also productivity app, currently not available offline, but other apps you can check them out. So what happens if you just constantly change your productivity apps and do not fix on one? This will actually lead you to ultimately frustration. That is, you always have to try newly types of apps, and that is really time consuming because you have to understand how an app works and you have to like use it in that way. So this will actually consume your time. So like sit at an evening and just try all those apps on your app store and see which one works for you, which one is suitable for you, and on which you can really get quickly adapted to. So that type of productivity apps you can like use lifetime. So if you are constantly changing productivity apps, then like it can make you unproductive. Yes, I have faced this, so I know how this works actually. So for that reason, you have to fix to your like productivity apps what you are using now. So this is the end of today's video, and I hope you have really enjoyed this video and found this really informative. And if you found this informative and any kinds of lessons you found like important from this video, you can let me know in the comment below. And also if any type of video you have in your mind, and like any type of content you have in your mind and want me to make a video on that topic, then you can also let me know in the comment below. So if you are new to this channel and watching this phase for the first time, then make sure you have hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon, which is really optional. So we will meet inshallah in the next video, but till then you have to stay safe. And also you can watch this video on my channel and this playlist, and make sure you have subscribed the channel. So till then, Allah Hafiz. We will meet inshallah in the next video. Stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.